So, John wrote a book. It's called Paper Towns. You should go get a copy so you can read from it.
I have to sing a little, so I'm going to put the microphone away so you don't hear me.
Yeah, he also...
Trust me, it's in your best interest.
And the book is largely about a very, very nerdy guy named Q, who is a band geek that is, in fact, so musically inept that he can't even be in the band. But all of his friends are. And a girl named Margaret Ross Spiegelman, who's sort of the coolest person who ever existed at Winter Park High School and is responsible for all of the coolest things that have ever happened at Winter Park High School. The joke that John makes is that, which is not a lot. I'm getting good at your speech.
Don't ruin it, man.
Sorry. So one day, they're next door neighbors, but they never hang out because they're sort of at opposite ends of the social spectrum. And one day, Margot shows up at Q's doorstep, or window rather, and is like, "We have to go on an adventure together. Come with me." I guess you don't say no when that happens when you're a nerdy boy. He says yes, and though they end up doing a lot of things that he would rather not do, he does them. And this is the first thing that they do is they go to the grocery store, and she hands him a list of things to buy and a $100 bill, and he looks at the list and is not exactly happy about the task at hand. This song is called The List. It's about that list. I'm sitting in the minivan. It's about 1 a.m. I can't believe I'm hanging out with Margaret Ross Spiegelman. She hands me a grocery list. And I say, "What is this?" She gives me $100 and says, "That should cover it. 3 whole catfish wrapped separately, a 6-pack of Mountain Dew, tissues and some meat, a dozen tulips, a bottle of water, a can of blue spray paint, a giant tub of Vaseline." Sometimes we have a competition, but not that time. Okay. She told about the Vaseline, very specifically. There's a baby size, a mommy size, and a big fat daddy. The daddy is the one I need. I don't know why I need it, but you don't argue with Margaret Ross Spiegelman. I agree. 3 whole catfish wrapped separately, a 6-pack of Mountain Dew, tissues and some feet, a dozen tulips, a bottle of water, a can of blue spray paint, a giant tub of Vaseline. Big breath there, didn't you?
I know, well, I distinct advantage of not having sung the rest of the song.
Charlie, your super note!
Super note! I walk up to the door of the grocery store, preparing myself for all the weirdness that I'm in for. I mean, what do when the cashier looks at you when you've got those assorted items sitting there in front of you? 3 whole catfish wrapped separately, a 6-pack of Mountain Dew, tissues and some meat, a dozen tulips, a bottle of water, a can of